Hello, Matthew Williams. Blah, 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 blah. Well, smack my arse and call me a bitch. But I watched Blade Runner 2049 in the Trowbridge Cinema, in the Odeon. And was this a 3D movie? Was it a 3D movie? Was it actually a 3D movie? Because do you know what? It didn't really look that 3D to me. It looked like one of these movies that it added a little bit of 3D effect to. And they're doing this a lot these days, you know. It's like, if it's not 3D, maybe if you're not going to make the effort to really make it 3D, then don't bother, because it's fucking shit. So, of course, it allows the cinema to go, well, it's a 3D movie. You can pay £15. Yeah, okay. It was a long movie, but I wish it wasn't as long as it was, actually, because it pissed me off. It was too long. And if you don't like spoilers, fuck off now, because you're having them. So, here we go. Now, 3D movies, right? I got a 3D TV. Look, 3D shutter glasses, yeah? Why is it I go to the cinema these days, right, and the 3D in the cinema looks about 20% quality, you know, and then I come home and if I watch a movie in 3D on my TV, it fucking whoosh, it fucking stands out, right? And it doesn't stand out in the cinema. It doesn't matter where you sit, you know, and I'm wearing proper glasses, so I'm in focus. It just looks shit. I mean, I'm not impressed with it. I mean, there are some movies that look great, and a lot of them look shit. And I am not impressed with IMAX. IMAX, fucking rubbish. So let's face it. What have we got then? You know, we're watching a 1920 by 1080 movie in a cinema. Yeah. Didn't you all know that that's what it is? It's not high. It's not 4K or 8K or, you know, you're watching a 2K projection with 2K and, you know, in 3D. So it doesn't look brilliant. Now, one of the things about the first Blade Runner is that it was fucking great to look at. Yeah. Now, I don't know about this one. It wasn't great to look at. It wasn't as if every single scene in this movie was a sumptuous fucking whoa, yeah? There were a lot of scenes where they'd made a lot of effort to build special sets and the sets were huge. And let me see if I'm in focus. Maybe that's in focus a bit better. I don't fucking know. Anyway, do you want to look up my nose and my boogie hairs and my fucking... Anyway, I don't know if you do. Maybe you don't. But you can have it anyway. So, yeah. Go to all the trouble, make these big scenes, make these big sets, and that's great because you need that. Now, in the first movie, of course they did all that, but they didn't dwell on it because the point being is you're not sort of in love with the scenery to the nth degree where you have to dwell on it, yeah, because then it becomes overkill. And what you had in the first movie was, you know, bicycles going down a street, it's raining, you know, people walking through with umbrellas, and it's like, it's quick. It's very quick. It's like, there's the scene, here's the bikes, cut. So you don't get an awful lot of time to absorb it, and that's the beauty. That is the beauty of tight editing, and that's why I prefer the first version. What you had in this version was, oh, you love vanilla, don't you? So we're going to give you 158% vanilla now. And they were just dwelling on these fucking scenes. It's like, yeah, I've seen it now. Come on you go. Move on. And it's like, every scene was like that. It was like slow pan into a building where there's a bloke behind, you know, some thing, and he's going to take your pass card, or he's a receptionist. It's like slow panning, slow. And I'm like, fuck me. What the fuck? You know, was Denny Villeneuve or whatever his name is, or fucking Denny Venusian? Was he on fucking, you know, Mogadon or something? Was he taking Valiums? Because he was like, you know, he's like slow down, and I know why he's doing it. It's because it's like, it's a form of fan service. It's like, oh, you like the TIE fighters in Star Wars, so we got to make a new movie, and we got to have TIE fighters, and we got to have R2D2, even though he's not in it at all, and we got to have C3PO, and we got to have a good Chewie, and we got to have this, and we got to have all the things you had in the first movie. You've got to have them, even if it's only for a second. They must be there, and it's like, it's pathetic. It's pathetic. It's like, you know, tick the fucking boxes, tick, 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 tick. So okay, yeah, you had all the essences of all the scenes from the first movie, bar a few, and I'll come back to that, but they really laboured. Oh God, I mean the scenes with Ryan Gosling in his house where he's talking to the 3D, you know, 3D representation of a, you know, sex bot or whatever, his partner or whatever they call him. I can't remember what they call him now, but anyway, I mean it's like, you know, you're desperate to kind of to you know, beef this up, aren't you? And it's like, Jesus Christ, come on, get out of this fucking scene. I don't want to be in here. It's like 5 minutes now with Ryan Gosling. He's chatting to his bird who's 3D, and it's like, fucking come on, move. And I was like that. I was like this, watching it. I was like, go. And I was like, in my head, I was like, come on, move. And it was like, no, there was no pace. There was no fucking pace. I mean, okay, there were moments where they would have a fight, and then it was pace, and then it was back to slow. And it's like, you know, he goes to the building where Harrison Ford is, and it's fucking slow. It's fucking slow. Creepy, creep, 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 creep. Oh, what's over there? I don't know. What's over here? I don't know. Oh, I nearly stepped on a wire. I better step over the wire. Oh, it's like, fucking hell. It's so slow. It's so slow. And people are fucking raving about it. And I don't know whether it's just me, but I mean, if you compare it, edit to the first one, right? Storytelling can either be one of two things. It can be Stephen King, which is like a 900 fucking page book, and it's like, you know, telling you about Mary's hair was black, and it also was the same colour black as a tar field, and it was this, and her hair was, and her hair was, and 20 pages later, and her hair was coloured like, and it's like, that's Stephen King. Overdone description. You forget where you are in the story because of all this fucking description. Boring. All right? Or on the other end of the scale, which is the scale I prefer, H.P. Lovecraft. Okay? Tight. Very, very clever use of words. Almost a bit like poetry. Building a sense of fear out of 20 words, not 20 pages. Yeah, managing to do in a short story what Stephen King does in a book. Yeah, this is the thing. So I think because they had a hit on their hand, well, it wasn't an immediate hit, but they had a hit on their hand with the original Blade Runner, they felt like they had to just expand it and give people what they wanted, which is not what they wanted. People didn't want that. They wanted a follow-on from the first Blade Runner. What they got was Blade Runner, the television series. Honestly, it looked to me like this could have almost been padded out to a fucking 10-hour television series, and they couldn't decide whether it should be 2 movies or 1 movie and just compress it down, but it's still fucking, you know, 3 hours long. You know, it's like, oh... Anyway, there were some stupid things. Considering, right, I mean, Denis Villeneuve, I've watched interviews with this guy, loads of interviews with them all prior to watching the movie. So I was watching the movie and I was waiting for what they said was going to be in the movie, and it never fucking wasn't even there. Right, here we go. Villeneuve said that there was an EMP attack on Earth, so all the electronic devices got zapped and all the data was lost, so all the hard drives were erased and all the computers were blown up, and it's all gone. Yeah, and yet they're all flying around in the same looking cars. Doesn't look like they've been retrofitted, and you know, they're all the same. and computers look the same, and okay, well, they could have built them or repaired them, I suppose. And it's like, but the data was lost, said Villeneuve in interviews. So the data was lost. So the only reference to this that actually takes place in the movie is the fact that they want to learn more about the Tyrell Corporation and previous Nexus models. So they go to, the new manufacturer's factory, and they've got all the old records that they could recover, which have got corruption in them, and they've put all those records now onto a physical medium, like a crystalline sphere. So they put the crystalline sphere in a reader, and it reads it, and then he's able to scan through the archives, and it's like, you wouldn't do that. Yeah, you'd do it, but you wouldn't necessarily do that because it doesn't make any sense. I mean, the whole thing about having archives online and having instantly accessible and easily accessible is when everything about the first movie and the way we live today tells us that you get a document, you scan it in, or you get people to input stuff and it's scanned in, or videos and it's scanned in, and then you archive it for safety purposes, but you still have the copy live online. And okay, there was an EMP attack, but all this stuff that's on these little balls would be scanned in to be live accessible as well. Even if you're going to get another EMP attack, it doesn't matter because you've got them now. You learnt your lesson, didn't you? You learnt your lesson not to keep it all on hard drives, and now you are putting it on very, very resilient forms of media that can't be destroyed, but you still have your live copy as well. So why does he have to go there to live scan to scan this stuff, when it should be live? That didn't make sense to me. Okay, but of course it gives you an excuse to kind of go into this building. Why would he be at that building? Why would he be there? So it's like, and then you get to see the Nexus models, and it's like, yeah, okay. I'd rather have had much more of that, seeing the Nexus models. How are they made? Come on, how are they made? How do they make them? That would have been interesting. No, none of that. Just a fucking weak story about, he's looking for his daughter, and fucking what the fuck, yeah? That was weak. You had an opportunity to go in and show stuff and the factories where these things are built or grown or whatever. All we learn about how these things are created is a fucking plastic bag comes down into a room with a fucking body in the bottom of it. The plastic bag splits open and the body goes onto the floor. That's how they're... Oh, so that's how they're created. Fuck me. If only I'd known that a highly developed fucking, model of cyborg, humanoid is created by putting it in a fucking boiling the fucking bag, yeah? Put in a fucking boil in the bag, put it in a saucepan with hot water for 10 minutes, and then, and then just cut the bag open and it's ready to serve. Yeah? Fuck me. Retarded or what? So, okay, this poor little creature is like, I'm a poor little Nexus who's just been born. And it's like the fucking creator comes up and he's like, oh yes, you're a poor little Nexus, aren't you? I know, I'll cut your throat. It's like, was there any need for this? No. It was excessive. It didn't add to the story. It told you that this guy was a prick. But it didn't actually add anything to the story. So he likes to make a few, and he kills every 10th one or something. It's like his sport, his hobby. Why is he doing that? Why is he doing this to a poor little Nexus who hasn't done anything to him or hasn't done anything to anyone else? I mean, how often does he do this? Is it every other one? Does he like fucking take 50% of his Nexuses coming off the production line, just slit their fucking throats? I mean, where's the story in that? Where's the story? It's not explained. It's just like, yeah, he likes killing Nexuses. The creator of the Nexus likes to kill the Nexuses. It's like, oh, for fuck's sakes. I'm like this. Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah. Fine. Not explained. Great. Fucking bullshit. So anyway, that was stupid. But it comes back to this stupid factor again, because they end up... Gosling comes back to this factory. No, it's not. It's Deckard. Deckard comes back. So he's now there. So Gosling was there first, being shown stupid shite. Now it's fucking Deckard there, being fucking shown stupid shite. So Deckard is there, and he's all like, oh, what am I doing here? And it's like, yeah, haha, we'll show you, says the creator. And he's like, come here. And like, comes out fucking Sean Young's character, playing Rachel. She's there looking the same clothes, hair, everything. And he says, look, we've recreated her. What do you think? And it's like evil Mr. fucking moron, because it's like, ha, I will take over the planet, and I'm not going to show you my secret button to say, press here to stop the nuclear weapons. Ha. So anyway, it's like fucking, he's supposed to be the evil super genius, and he goes, come here, Rachel. And Rachel's like, yeah, okay. And then he says to Deckard, what do you think? And you know what the implication, what he's trying to get from Deckard is, he's trying to get Deckard to go, oh, do you know what, mate? Do you know what? Oh, I got fucking Rachel, I'm going to fucking wank now. Oh, can I fuck her? Can I fuck her? And it's like, that's what we're kind of treating us like children. It's like, what? Deckard is going to go, yeah, evil genius, I'd really like to fuck this Rachel clone you've made. I'd really like to fuck her like I'd like to fuck the original. But Deckard doesn't say that, because it would be stupid, really, considering he's no longer with Rachel. Rachel and him are not an item, so Rachel's gone off somewhere else. So, it'd be kind of weird if he wanted to, cop on with the the fucking clone of Rachel, right in front of a bunch of fucking, the creator guy and this fucking other Nexus evil bitch woman. It's like, oh, do you know what? Could we have like 5 minutes alone, me and Rachel together? Would you mind? Or, and it's like, well, of course Deckard he's not going to fucking say that, is he? So, what is the evil genius trying to do by bringing Rachel out? Okay, what's he trying to do? Well, we know from the storyline that the evil genius wants to get hold of Deckard and Rachel, the original Rachel. They had sex, you see, and they had a baby. Right? So like I told you, spoilers, they had a baby, okay? And then the baby is somewhere and nobody knows where the baby is. And the evil genius doctor guy wants to have the baby. Right, okay, so here we go. He's got the clone of Rachel. And he goes, come in, clone of Rachel. Hi, I'm clone of Rachel. And it's like, and then he's got Deckard, who, if this was the real Rachel, stuck his winky into the real Rachel and created a baby, probably boiling the bag, fucking 10 minutes at medium heat, and they had a fucking boil in the bag baby, and they were happy, yeah. But the evil genius wants to get hold of this baby, but he can't. But he's got a Rachel clone. He's got a Deckard in front of him who has a penis, and he could maybe hold him down and maybe tickle his balls a little bit and then get some sperm out and maybe impregnate Rachel and fucking then he'd have a baby. He'd have the baby, wouldn't he? So why does he fucking not do that? Why does he expect Deckard to go, oh, I really like her. I'd like to fuck her. Oh, but that might create a baby. Oh, but I don't like her though. So I'm not going to fuck her. So what does he do? He then slits fucking Rachel's throat. Now we got a dead Rachel. So you can't create a boil in the bag baby from a dead Rachel, can you? And he could have, and this doesn't make any sense, he could have used the clone Rachel and Deckard's sperm without fucking Deckard's permission to create boil in the bag baby. Fuck me. This stupid storyline, and nobody's caring. Everyone's just like, it's the best movie of 2017. It's not. That's the stupidest fucking plotline gaff of fucking the last 5 years. I can't believe how fucking stupid that is. Fucking hell. Right, okay. What else was there? There was something else. I can't remember. Anyway, It just didn't impact upon me as an absolutely superb movie. I thought I'd spent a lot of money on it, and 15 quid was probably too much, and my video is jittering, so I'm going to stop it because it's probably not recording properly. So anyway, Blade Runner 2014, 5 out of 10. I think that there's going to be better fan cuts of this movie than the actual original, because all they'll do is they'll cut out all the fucking boredom and get to the point, which will make it actually a bit more interesting to watch. And it'll probably look better in 3D on my TV when I get it eventually. So yeah, thanks very much for watching.